The time now, 5 o'clock on this Thursday afternoon, April 24th, 2014, on a Thursday afternoon. Time now for the Whatever the Nutrition PJ wins the evening report. Thursday afternoon, April 24th, 2014. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Current conditions at 5 o'clock in North Massachusetts. Got a temperature of 60 degrees right now with a humidity of 20%, wind speed northwest about 20 miles per hour, dew point about 20 degrees, and visibility of 10 miles. Alright, let's take a look at our radar scope, and it shows line of snow showers in northern Maine, and then you to go back and search on New Brunswick and rain and sleeting in Nova Scotia and southeastern portions of Prince Edward Island, and the line of rain showers from eastern Wisconsin down for eastern Iowa, western Illinois down for Missouri, Arkansas down for northern and southwestern portions of Louisiana down for southeastern portions of Texas, and snowing in central and northeastern portions of Minnesota. Some rain showers in Minnesota around the Minneapolis area and search in Minnesota down for southwestern Ontario down for southeastern portions of Manitoba, snowing and sleeting in west central portions of Manitoba down for Saskatchewan and northern Alberta, and rain pellets from northern California, Oregon and Washington State, and sleeting and snowing from the Cascades and Olympics of Washington and down for the Oregon Mountains and down for the northern California mountains of rain and sleet and showers from northeastern Oregon and down for western Idaho, sleeting and snowing and raining from eastern portions of British Columbia and down for western portions of Alberta, and raining in Montana and sleeting and rain and snowing in Montana and down for western portions of Wyoming. Northern South Dakota, good evening. It's 59 degrees with few clouds and some rain showers in the northeastern South Dakota and down in northern North Dakota.
Thanks. And right now, powerful wind.
Let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows
tree right through Billerica home.
Line of clouds from northern Vermont and New Hampshire up into Maine, and down for eastern Quebec, down for the land Canada, and then a batch of clouds from northeastern Ontario down for western portions of Quebec. Another batch of clouds from southeastern Texas and then up into Louisiana and then up into the Arkansas down for eastern Kansas and Oklahoma down for central Missouri down up into the Mississippi Valley and the Dakotas and down for western Great Lakes, and then a batch of clouds from New Mexico down for Colorado, switch down for the Wyoming, down for Northern California, Nevada down for the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia down for Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba down for Ontario. Where? Alright, let us take a look at our map situation here, and it shows cold front from western Oregon and up into Washington State, a warm front from southern British Columbia and down for Idaho, and a warm front from Saskatchewan searching out of the Dakotas and down for Iowa down for Illinois, and a stationary front from Mississippi searching out for southern Alabama and Georgia and out to sea, and a cold front from Texas and stretch up in Oklahoma, and a warm front down for southern Missouri down for Arkansas, and a warm front from Illinois down for western Indiana, front by from Missouri, front by from southern Nevada down for southeastern California down for Baja, Mexico, and front by from the central southern California coastline, front by from off the Carolinas and Virginia coastline, and high pressure in the eastern Ontario down for North Carolina and western Colorado and western New Mexico, low pressure western Washington off the British Columbia and northern eastern Minnesota and southwestern Missouri and southern Texas, northern Mexico, and western portions of Arizona. We got 58 degrees, that temperature now Boston at 65 for Washington DC, 79 in Atlanta, 84 in Miami, 86 in Brownsville, 82 in Dallas, Texas, 57 in Kansas City, 62 in Chicago, 42 in Minneapolis, 58 down in Denver, 64 in Albuquerque, and in Salt Lake City, 58 in Denver, 55 in Great Falls, 53 in Seattle, 64 in San Francisco, 71 in Washington DC, 71 in Los Angeles. There.
Over the course of the whole
Current conditions around the region, we got 58 temperature for Boston, 58 for Pittsburgh, pair 57 in Bedford and Beverly, 49 in Gloucester, 58 down in
the Clay Center in Brooklyn,
Norwood, 59 in New Bedford, 61 in Taunton, 59 in Falmouth, 54 in Chatham, 52 in Provincetown, 60 in Boston, and 53 in Nantucket, 31 in
50 miles an hour. Very widespread. Now these are some of the damage.
Cape Cod Bay, 57 in Block 60 in Westerly, 59 in Providence, 57 out in
west and southwest of Boston.
Smithfield, 54 in Webster, 55 in Sturbridge, 58 in Milford, 53 in Worcester, 58 out in Greenfield, 55 in Northampton, 59 in Springfield, 53 in Pittsfield, 54 in North Adams, and 57 in Albany, New York, 53 in Bennington, Vermont, 54 in Keene, Hampshire, 52 in Jeffrey, 57 in North Shore, 52 in Manchester, Hampshire, 53 in Concord, Hampshire, 51 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 59 in Winslow, Norfolk, and Meriden, 54 out of Warburg, 58 in Denver, 60 in Bridgeport and New Haven, and it's 60 out in Islip, 56 in
Tomorrow, a much more tranquil day.
Montauk, and 63 out in New York City.
So where there was not much rain.
Okay, let's take a look at our
There's a red flare.
forecast discussion here.
Greatest chance for the most frequent spreading of any fires that could break out. down there. I'll let you know about changes coming for the weekend, including a storm.
The threat for severe weather will set up across the lower middle Mississippi Valley today, and rain amount to storm become place out west at the end of the week. A stormy weather pattern will be in place across the U.S. with 3 significant storm systems to impact the lower 48. One of these systems is ongoing in New England this morning in the form of a slow moving low pressure center, while the storm's effects are mostly offshore at this point. Maine will continue to feel the effects today with the breezy winds along the rain and possibly snow showers mixed with the higher elevations. The immediate hazardous weather concern will be a threat across the Mississippi Valley later today and head of a cold front with a threat for tornadoes, lunge, strong winds, and straight line winds according to the Storm Prediction Center. Though local area rain will be incoming in thunderstorms near the cold front, but large scale flooding will not be an issue. Outside New England, much of the East Coast will see a pleasant spring weather today, but rain will move ahead into the region for Friday night convection with an advancing cold front. Temperatures will warm quickly across the southern and central plains for Friday and Saturday out. And another storm system moving into the western United States. An upper level of trail will amplify across the west on Friday, while a cold front slowly moves in but at the intermountain region and scattered rain showers and will change to snow showers, mostly across the higher elevation of the Sierra Nevada. Sawtooth Ridge is weird. Locally, heavy rainfall is likely. Lower elevations out west will stay mostly rain with snow mixing and dipping. Elevation as the upper level disturbance continues east. On Saturday, with the beginning of an active severe weather setup, appears likely the threats continuing active throughout the weekend. Dear? Alright, let's take a look at 7 day. Let's take a little forecast discussion here in New England, dear. Winds diminish tonight as high pressure builds into New England from the west and providing chilly temperatures, but when rebounded nicely Friday with mild conditions, light winds. Low pressure then brings rain Friday down into Saturday, followed by a dry trend Sunday, continuing early next week on seasonable temperatures. High pressure returns the area. Powerful late season occurred low southern Nova Scotia will continue to join windy conditions across southern New England at sunset, and then begin to diminish with nightfall and especially after midnight. The combination of diminishing winds and clear skies and a very dry air mass with 2 points in the teens and 20s will result in a chilling night across southern New England. A blend of all data sources yields minimum tonight in 30s and region-wide, except upper 20s in the deeper interiors of the valleys such as the Connecticut River Valley, and the other exception will be in the city of Boston and Cape Cod and Downs, where winds will not completely diminish and keep minimum temperatures around 40 degrees. As for frost and freeze headlines, the growing season has only begun along the south coast of here across the coast of Rhode Island and south coast of Massachusetts. Temps will dip into the mid-30s for time from about 3 a.m. 7 a.m. There will be a sufficient widespread frost. Given growing season already in progress, here will be issued a frost advisory. Did not include communities near the Grants Bay, as winds will likely not to couple here, keeping temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s. This low risk of widespread frost. Elsewhere, inland temperatures will be colder, however. No headlines given in growing season for most locations doesn't start until sometime in May.
Came home to find that intruder in the house. The two men got into a fight. That fight sent Pasco to the hospital. Pasco is now facing several charges, including assault and battery.
Right now, police in Haverhill are investigating a new case of indecent exposure that could be tied to a series of others. Patrols have been stepped up in the Monument Square neighborhood, where a man has flashed as many as...
Minimum temperatures here tonight's lows will see 40 for Boston and New York City, 37 of Hartford, 35 for Worcester, 37 in Albany, 30 for Rutland, 36 for Concord, and 40 for Portland, Maine. So there'll be 30 to 40 degrees for much of this area here tonight, and those of you who are going to the Red Sox game will be beautiful skies with a little breezy conditions. 54 degrees for the temperature. First pitch at 7:10 p.m. against the Yankees. Feel like 49 degrees. Winds northwest about 19 miles per hour. And let us take a look at wind advisory in fact until
128 out west on the Pike, I-93 to Newton Corner. It's 15 minutes.
wind advisory in effect until 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this evening. Winds northwest about 20 and 30 miles per hour, gusts up to 45 miles by the time in fact sunset. Then winds will diminish slowly. In fact, strong winds down in small tree limbs and branches is possible to cause an outside power outages. Driving can also be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. And day 1 tonight, wind advisory. Day 2 for 7. Friday for Wednesday, no hazard weather expected at a time. Let us take a look at our 7-day forecast, which goes like this.
He's still charged with murder following a botched robbery attempt. 5 snorkelers found after they ended up stranded on a remote island. The sign that led rescue crews right to them.
Tonight, we're going to see areas of frost after 3 a.m. Otherwise, Coast Guard blowing 36 degrees, northwest wind about 7 to 6 miles per hour, 34 miles per hour. Friday, areas of frost before 8 a.m. Otherwise, Saints guys near 62 degrees, northwest wind about 6 miles per hour, becoming light and variable in the afternoon. Friday night, chance showers mainly after 10 p.m. on Chris Guys with a low on 42 degrees. Southeast wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour, chance precipitation 50%, noon precipitation bound to less than a 7-inch possible. Saturday, showers likely mean before noon, Coast Guys near 48 degrees, northeast wind about 5 to 8 miles per hour, chance precipitation 6%. New Pacific advance between a quarter and half an inch possible. Saturday night, chest showers, both clouds got low 30 degrees, north force wind about 10 to 30 miles per hour, chest precipitation 4%. Sunday, chest showers, blowing before 9 a.m. Both clouds got high near 52 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday night, clouds got low 39 degrees. Monday, both signs got high near 56 degrees. Monday night, both clouds got low 42 degrees. Tuesday, both signs got high near 49 degrees. Tuesday night, both clouds got low 39 degrees. For Wednesday, chest showers, both clouds got high near 50 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Wednesday night, chest showers, both clouds got low 43 degrees, chance of precipitation 40%. Thursday, chest showers, both clouds got high near 54 degrees, chance of precipitation 40%. Better, what a phrase of the day! Of the evening. Winds will be dying down and it'll be up. Chilly 9 and 10. This is PJ Take, but for good evening with good positive attitude. See you at 11. Have a good evening.
For generations of families